We looked at the vulnerabilities and how different school-to-work transitions across different countries impact vulnerable groups. And by vulnerable groups, for the purposes of this work package, we chose to look at gender and migrants, young migrants. So we analyzed different regimes of work from school-to-work transitions and try to establish a link between different policies and how these different policies affect young gender, especially women and migrant young migrants. The most significant finding is the most vulnerable group is migrant women, and actually this doesn't change across different regimes. No matter what the regime is, no matter what kind of policies are in place, it is always the same group. Looking at these questions, trying to examine all these different relationships and trying to compare all these different welfare regimes. Maybe it's not the correct path to do that, looking at groupings of countries and assuming that they have similar institutional architectures, and because I think we lose a lot of information by doing that, because each country has its own logic of institutions, all these structural, social policy, architecture, or culture, or whatever you call it. So maybe, probably that would be the last thing I would like to share, that it is very difficult to talk the language of welfare regimes, especially in a topic like that, and especially after the crisis. And there is this tendency among countries to converge with the crisis because of all these, last-minute policies, programs to do something about these groups or problems. So the countries are sort of converging, and I don't think it's a good. It's the correct language to talk about regimes because of all these idiosyncrasies of countries or this different logic of institutions. So that's probably that's my conclusion, basically, after looking at the whole data, thousands of figures and everything. That would be my conclusion about the work packages we've been involved in.